A very good afternoon. Welcome to BBC London. I'm Thomas Magill. London Fire Brigade is issuing a safety warning ahead of bonfire night for anyone using fireworks to do so with caution. It comes after a fire destroyed part of a shop in Southall earlier this week. It's thought it was caused by a stray firework falling and melting through the roof. Bryony Williams reports.
My kitchen door, we just break it and we see everything.
The devastation a fire can cause.
This is first time in my life, this kind of fire. It's really sad.
A few days ago, 8 fire engines and around 60 firefighters worked into the early hours of the morning to tackle this blaze at a row of shops and flats in Southall. London Fire Brigade believes it was accidental and caused by a stray firework falling and melting through the roof of a storage annex at the rear of the shop.
But when I opened the curtain, oh my God, I'm going to faint. I saw the fire is touching to the sky. Then I phoned to 999. I was speaking so loud, but I'm very grateful. The fire brigade, the police, they did very hard work. So everyone is out. Thank God, everyone's safe.
Well, London Fire Brigade does see an increase in calls, including those related to fireworks, over the period between Diwali, Halloween and Bonfire Night, which is why it's urging people to go to organised displays.
Fireworks can be dangerous. They are an explosive and they can lead to tragic consequences if they hit people or if they land on someone's premises. If people do use fireworks at home, follow the manufacturer's instructions. Please buy them from a reputable licensed seller and make sure they've got a CE mark, and always follow the instructions.
Despite the shocking aftermath of this fire in West London, there were no fatalities, but it could have been a different story, which is why during this particularly busy period for the fire service, the advice is enjoy fireworks, but stay as safe as possible. Bryony Williams, BBC London.
The Metropolitan Police say they're reviewing 9,000 cases of child exploitation as part of a major review into grooming gangs in London. It says significant improvements have been made since 2022 on how Scotland Yard identifies and investigates group-based offending, and that 11,000 frontline officers have been given specialist training. The review will look at cases going back 15 years. Southern and southeastern passengers are being reminded of disruption across part of the network. Network Rail say they're carrying out upgrades to parts of the network which operates out of Charing Cross. Essential engineering works means there's a bus replacement between Tunbridge Wells and Hastings for 9 days. The Bank of England's Chief Financial Officer has been named the most influential black person in the UK. Efu Chai says she's honoured to be recognised on the Black Power list.
Is incredibly humbling, and it's showcasing black talent and showing that we have black leaders excelling in all fields and all industries. I then was recruited to become the Chief Financial Officer of the Bank of England, and at the time Mark Carney was the governor, and he now is of course the Prime Minister of Canada. I'm responsible for the financial oversight of our balance sheet, which was over £1.1 trillion during the pandemic and has now come down to about 870 billion.
And that takes us nicely to the weather with Dan Downs.
Hello there. With blustery, chilly weather this weekend. There will be a drier interlude tomorrow, though, with some sunshine before more cloud starts to build in for the afternoon, bringing some showery outbreaks. We've got 1 or 2 showers still this evening. They're clearing out of the way. And once they're gone, clear spells then for the rest of the night. So it will be a rather cool night tonight. Temperatures could get down towards maybe 2 or 3 Celsius. Still breezy though, no issues with mist and fog into tomorrow morning. And for most, a bright start with some sunshine. That sunshine lasting through the morning before more cloud builds in during the afternoon, thickening up, bringing some patchy outbreaks of rain and drizzle. Temperatures tomorrow still feeling rather cool, only 8 to 10 Celsius. Next week remains quite mixed. Temperatures are climbing again, back up into the low teens, blustery at times. Don't forget the clocks go back an hour tonight.
And that's it from me. There's more on the BBC News app, including the very latest on a manhunt for a prisoner who was mistakenly released from a Chelmsford jail on Friday. Whatever you're up to, have a lovely evening. Goodbye.